Well, Institute of Internal Auditors are having the India conference right now in Mumbai, and from the sidelines of the conference I have all the key presenters right now with me to chat about all the important issues they have been speaking here about. Gentlemen, all of you, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Devashish, talk to us about how the inputs from internal audit or the overall concept of high quality internal audit or global standard internal audit actually becomes a strategic input as well for corporates.
Sure. So if you think of it, as any corporate thinks about strategic decisions, mergers and acquisitions, hive-offs, setting up of new plants, big investments, fundamentally what are they doing? Any leadership is trying to take a decision on how effectively can they mitigate or sort of predict risks that might hit them. Now, if the internal audit profession equips itself with professionals who therefore bring that value to the businesses, if they're able to understand what are the key business value drivers, what are the interdependencies, what are factors beyond pure financial analysis, what if you had things like people aspects, cultural aspects, those are things which today get missed out in key strategic decisions. And at least internal auditors don't have a role to play because I don't think we've so far sort of taken the profession to that standard. But if we can elevate ourselves to that level, I do believe that the risk and internal audit professionals actually are ideally suited to be able to bring that strategic value to these decisions.
In fact, you're also at a senior management level. How do you see the engagement between internal audit as a subject and of course a part of the company by senior managements of large corporates? And do you see engagement needs to improve at a further level, or are you already witnessing signs that engagement is improving?
So I would say if I look at it a little bit more globally, I think there definitely are large corporations who engage internal audit very effectively in strategic decision making. India market, unfortunately, I think we are a little behind still. It is, like we heard earlier in the day, it is largely dependent, I think, on the profile of the chief audit executive. If the chief audit executive sort of draws that kind of confidence from the board and from leadership, I think the audit function automatically gets pulled in. Where they don't see that in the leadership, I think it's lacking. So unfortunate reality is that we also need to do a bit of profile change and a bit of sort of enhancement of the chief audit executives possibly for the senior leadership to start having that reliance factor and comfort factor that they will get truly value-added guidance and advice from internal audit if they were to be seen as business partners versus just assurance providers and watchdogs of the past.